And now, as you sink into a deeper and more peaceful relaxation, you recognize the foundational steps to power are self-mastery, tools, and the ability to take action. You recognize that self-mastery is the ability to control your thoughts, your habits, your disciplines, physically, emotionally, and mentally. You take full responsibility for where you're at right now. You recognize your current circumstances were created by you, and you can choose to create them differently in any moment. You recognize that your financial, emotional, and physical health are totally dependent upon your ability to take action. You know that power is for use. You've decided right now to step out of being a student and decide to be what you are studying. You are indeed a person of power. You take immediate, productive, positive steps toward what you want. You know to expect positive results in advance, and you play the game to its utmost. You realize that everything begins in thought, and you choose your thoughts carefully, recognizing that you are indeed in control of your mind. You recognize you can create your life on purpose. You know that you can now take charge of the 1,500 words per minute moving through your brain. You are not a prisoner of fate. You indeed control your mind, and your mind takes charge of your destiny. As you think, so you are, and Providence has a funny way of taking care of you once you've now decided which direction your life will take. You are indeed a worthy human being. People love you, and you are a money magnet. Each and every day you look for things to happen in ways that support you, and what you look for you find. What you focus on expands. You know that you can win the game, and to win the game you must play, and you eagerly play the game of life. Each and every day that goes by, you're getting healthier all the time. You are indeed a master of your own mind and your own personal programming. You are careful about the words that you say when you use the expression I am or I. You know that when you use the words I or I am, they immediately program you for the words that follow, and you constantly talk to yourself in ways that are self-empowering and self-nurturing by saying things like, I am unstoppable. Everything I touch turns to gold. I am a dynamic, creative, awesome human being. You know that reality is created through validation, and you seek out validation for the things that you want, and you easily move over the things that do not support you. You realize how other people can program you, and when people say things to you that are less than what you want, you make a mental note that it's their opinion and not necessarily what's true. You recognize that you indeed have all the tools necessary to accomplish what you want financially, in your relationships, and in your life, both your physical and emotional body. You recognize that you must become good at planning, and you plan each and every day out in advance and set down priorities to accomplish the things that you want. You are also disciplined, and you recognize that in your life you'll have either discipline or regrets. You know that discipline is really just mental habits, and you choose to create mental habits that empower you and serve you and support you in getting what you want. Your mind moves in the direction of its dominant thought. What you focus on expands, and nothing has any power except the power that you give to it. And you choose to give power to circumstances, people, and events that support you in getting what you want. You recognize it takes 21 days to form a new habit, and that a habit is something done often, hence easily. And you choose to do the things that you want as new habits often, so they become second nature to you. You recognize that the more excited and impassioned you get about making the changes that you want in your life, the easier it gets to make them. Each and every day that goes by, your new, positive, productive, powerful habits are happening easier for you. You realize that as life goes by, you indeed choose in any given moment how you want to respond. You ask yourself what questions instead of why questions. Instead of asking yourself, why is this happening to me? You ask yourself, what can I do right now that's positive and productive and moves me in the direction of what I want? You recognize sometimes you don't know you're getting somewhere when you truly are, and you're persistent. You're persistent in going for the things that you want, realizing when you're doing something wrong, right can feel wrong to you. And you choose to experiment with your life, to risk in new ways, to test new ways of being and thinking and doing, to produce new results in your life. You are excited about changing course the moment you realize you're off course, and you forgive yourself quickly by saying things like, "That's not like me. I'm a positive individual. That's not like me. I lose weight easily and readily." Or, "That's not like me. I always focus on going for more in my relationships and creating more love and abundance around me." You now have a new and powerful method of changing your habits. You've now learned to act as if what you want is already true. You know that when you act as if you are confident, you send out to your subconscious mind the signal to find the elements of confidence stored there. And as you act as if you're confident, the outside world reflects back to you that which you want most. As each and every day goes by, you choose to act as if what you want is not only possible, is unfolding in the moment. As you now act as if all of your greatest desires are happening, you find the evidence around you to support that. You realize that self-mastery is the ability to be passionate. And every day you choose to be passionate about your relationships, about your inspiration, about the accumulation of wealth. You possess an emotional intensity that's magnetic, charismatic, and draws people to you. You move with a definition of purpose. You're so excited about what's happening in your life, you desire to share it with others. And because you do share it with them in a way that's inspirational, they desire to support you. You understand that nothing has any power except the power that you give to it. And there is a way for you to get what you want that's different from how you've been doing it, and it works. You live by the strategy of the ultimate scorecard. You know that you're always winning or losing, and you choose to win. You know you're either getting closer or further away in your relationships, and you choose to ask yourself the question, how can I bring us closer? You realize you either did it or you didn't, and you choose to let go of the gray area and be honest with yourself. You know that you must be willing to do whatever it takes. More than willing to do what you're willing to do, you're willing to do whatever the task at hand requires. You realize that putting yourself at stake is powerful, and you choose to put yourself at stake with the world, with yourself, with all of the people you encounter, by committing to them and telling them exactly what you're doing now and intend to do in the future. You constantly ask yourself, what's positive and productive and moves me in the direction of what I want most? You realize that everything you do either detracts or assists you in your successes. You know the only way you can truly do something ineffective is to do nothing. And every moment you choose to do something, by making your decisions quickly, by taking some immediate action, you know that you'll either step closer to what you want or learn a way that doesn't work, which takes you one step closer at the same time. You've learned to fail forward fast, and you never see failure as failure, only as the lesson of one more way that doesn't work and one step closer to what does. You know that action and not thought is what gets you what you want. You take action easily and quickly. You know that in order to win, you must be willing to lose. You know it's impossible to win a game that you don't play. And you risk often. You risk easily. And you risk at the highest degrees, knowing that tomorrow never comes and that you alone are responsible for your success. Anything you don't do right now isn't going to get done. You realize there's no time like the present. The quality of your life is the quality of your communication, both with yourself and with others. You have now released the word try from your life, realizing that try implies failure, and you'll either do it or you won't. You've also released the word can't from your vocabulary, recognizing it's either you don't know how to or you don't want to. If you don't want to, you choose to release that thing that caused you stress, and with it the tension. If it's that you don't know how to, today you make the choice to learn, to step closer to what you want, by attaining the knowledge necessary. You know that success is a habit and a discipline, and you also release the word but from your vocabulary, recognizing it negates everything that comes before it. You pay close attention to what you're hoping for, and instead of hoping, you start knowing your success is assured. You know that if something happens is different than when it happens, and when it happens is the positive expectancy that it will occur. Success leaves clues, and even though it's simple, you know it's not easy. When you do what wealthy people do, you create wealth. You make this day a game and you play to win, and you enjoy the game as much as the victory. You recognize that all success in life is dependent upon your preparation for the game. You realize it's not enough to win in the moment. You must constantly prepare yourself for the game or play the game. Success in any area goes to the person who realizes for everything there is a season. You know that others who might have been born into more fortunate circumstances have nothing upon you, that you have everything that they have and more, right between your ears. You choose to realize that you can get what you want, regardless of where you were born, that it only takes drive, desire, and dedication, and you are totally committed to being the very best at what you do. Say these words in your mind: I commit to being the very best at what I do. You know that someone has to be the best, and you commit to being the best because it's going to be someone just like you. You let go of excuses and alibis, and you put yourself at stake. You realize that other people make excuses, not you. Other people complain about their circumstances, not you. You utilize them. You don't want to know the odds, and you take full responsibility for your own success. You always answer people when they ask you how you're doing with fantastic or perfect or awesome. You know that when you say you're fantastic or perfect or awesome, it programs into your mind the thought that that is how you are, and your subconscious mind immediately goes to work to find the elements to support you in that. You know when you're having a challenging day that you can say things are getting better all the time. And as you say that to yourself, your mind seeks out the evidence that things are indeed getting better, and sure enough they do. You know that small commitments lead to large commitments, that some is better than none, and better late than never. You know that it doesn't get better than this, that here and now is the most effective place to be. You realize ineffective people spend the majority of their time in a time other than the present. Not you. You are committed to the here and the now, and to enjoying every second of your life. And because you enjoy your life here and now, your life is full and rich and wide, and it allows you the opportunity to get more. You recognize that downtime is the time for learning, and small commitments, as they lead to large commitments in your life, mean that step by step your success is a cinch. You let your credo be work hard and play hard so you can get more pleasure from all of your life. You now focus your entire attention on where you are at this moment. You know if your mind is going to be somewhere else, you might as well go there. And instead, you choose to focus your attention on the here and the now. All of these beneficial ideas and concepts make a deep and lasting impression upon your subconscious mind, never to be removed, to be recalled the moment you say the word power. Take a long, deep breath right now and clench your hand into a fist and say the word power out loud. Take another long, deep breath right now, and as you exhale, say the word power out loud. That's fine. You're doing perfectly. You realize what might have been is not necessarily what would have been, and what should have been is what isn't. And to win the game of life, you know how to deal with what is, whatever emerges. You realize you don't really have a choice other than dealing with what emerges, and you do it joyfully. You see your problems as challenges. You embrace stress, and you recognize the more stress you can endure, the greater the rewards in your life. You realize that in your life there are many puzzles, many challenges, and yet they do have solutions, and you can win the game. You realize the key to enjoying the game is to have as much fun playing as you have winning, and you always savor the wanting as much as the having. You know that all you truly have to do is have fun and be happy. Since what you focus on expands, you focus on what's right. You let go of what's not fun. You focus on the good in others, and you find more good. You focus on the good in yourself, and that too expands. You're kind to yourself, and you appreciate what works that you do, and you release those things that aren't as effective, realizing you're human. You surrender to the fact that things are the way they are, and you use your energy to go for more. You realize that whatever happens, happens for a reason, and it serves you. You recognize that anybody can win at a winning game. It's when you win at a game that was challenging that you become a true champion. You know that everything counts. There is no time out, and you live impeccably. You play to win, and you enjoy the game. You've defaulted good and bad, and you've let go of good luck and bad luck, realizing it's always been you that decided. You know you don't have to fix anything to go for more. You can begin going for more right now. You know in order for things to change, you must change. You know the world is never going to change. It will always stay the same. Right now, you take charge of your destiny, and you change yourself and go for more. You embrace change. You step out of your comfort zone, and you do something differently right now. In your mind, think these words: no risk, no goodies. Throughout your day, you smile and say it often: no risk, no goodies. And you risk today. You call someone you've been putting off calling. You ask for what you want from others. You risk and take a chance on yourself. Risk today and ask for support from others. You know that tomorrow never comes. If you don't do it now, you're not going to do it. You know that things only get done in the moment that you do them now. You also realize that if what you were setting out to do were easy, everybody would have already done it, and there'd be no satisfaction. By virtue of the fact that you're challenged in your pursuits, you know you're taking a step in the direction of great attainment, of great victory, of a champion win. You realize that the moment you enjoy the journey as much as the destination, your life is fulfilling, enjoyable, and totally worthy of the celebration. You realize that power is the ability to take action, to act now. It's the ability to live the majority of your life in satori, in the present. You find yourself projecting forward only as an observer, only to see what's there and know whether or not you're on the right path. You surrender quickly and find your life perfect no matter what's occurring around you, recognizing that finding your life any less than perfect is a waste of your time, and you are no fool. You choose to find your life perfect and surrender to the fact that it's unfolding as it should be, and you're happy with that. You quickly forgive others and forgive your past, realizing the past is not the present, nor does it equal the future. And in the present, you make choices to enjoy your life, to live every moment as if it is your last. From this day forward, you choose to utilize the challenges that come up for you, not to tolerate them, to actually embrace the occurrences, and to use them to go for more. You know that when you do this process of utilization, it allows you to constantly create abundance in your relationships, your wealth, your emotional and your physical well-being. You choose to be abundant now by using whatever comes up as perfect and going for more. You know that the greatest way to create more in your life is to serve others. And as you serve others, they're inspired to give more back to you, completing the never-ending circle of abundance and excitement in your life. You realize that you indeed are a powerful, productive, intelligent human being, certainly worthy of all the wonderful things this life has to give you. All of the answers to all of your questions are inside of you and all around you. You now trust yourself, and you stay in the moment. All you really have to do is be happy, and you're happy with the simplest of things, so the greatest of things appear even more miraculous. You realize that a miracle is a common thing occurring in uncommon circumstances, and you realize that you are a miracle. Each and every day that goes by, you appreciate where you're at right now, so that where you're at later can be appreciated as well. Power is for use. Power is to take action now. Do it now. All of these beneficial ideas and concepts make a deep and lasting impression upon your subconscious mind, never to be removed, to be recalled the moment you say the word power. Take a long, deep breath and breathe out now and say the word power out loud. Take another long, deep breath, and as you exhale, say the word power out loud. And feel your body energizing. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. The moment I say the number 5, you'll open your eyes, you'll stretch your arms, you'll smile and say the word power out loud, feeling an overwhelming desire to take immediate action toward those things that you want in your life, to take immediate steps toward creating your life on purpose. The moment I say the number 5, you'll open your eyes, you'll stretch your arms, you'll smile and say the word power out loud. On number 1, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, you feel good. On number 2, your body has a natural energy coursing through its veins. On number 3, it feels as if your body has been washed in a crystal clear brook. You feel fantastic. On number 4, your eyes and mind have been washed in that brook. You are seeing and thinking more clearly. On the next number, number 5, open your eyes, stretch your arms, smile, and say the word power out loud, filled with energy and vitality. Number 5, wide awake, fully aware. Breathe in deeply and say the word power out loud. That's fine. You're doing perfectly.